You know, sometimes you see something and you got to agree with it. Hi and welcome. You new here, welcome. I hope we can earn your subscription today. So, just looking at Reddit earlier today and saw this, and it just made me think. So, when I look at this, I really wanted it for this back here. It was a little bit of tech excitement. But honestly, it wore off very quickly. From a slab phone point of view, I upgraded from this, which is an S10 Plus, to this, S21 Ultra. So, you know, from a physical point of view, not a whole lot of difference, except for when you look at it this way. So, quite honestly, this guy's thicker, a little heavier. And for the most part, I like this guy more than this guy. Now, this guy has a better camera, has a better CPU, and I know there's a lot of other things that were better about it, but the excitement of it wore off very quickly. The excitement for these devices wears off very quickly, and I'm inside of a year just itching to get something else. Now, in between this and this came this. Now, this is the first generation Microsoft Surface Duo. So, a little bit of excitement, actually, a lot of excitement. And I didn't really tire of this like I quickly tired of this. But yes, when it came out, I did purchase the Surface Duo 2 because it had a camera. Interesting. Camera driven upgrade. Camera driven and processor upgrade. And you could say the same thing about the S21 Ultra. Now, how do I feel right now? A little over a year in on this. I haven't bored yet, not to the level of boredom that I've hit with these. These I'm like, oh man, I'd like to have the S23 Ultra right now and kind of ditch this, but I hate getting rid of old devices. But bottom line is I'm bored with it. It does get some use. I use it for videoing and at high school events, high school basketball, football, that kind of stuff. But this is my workhorse, and I continue to utilize it as my workhorse. So using something all the time that doesn't have a lot of change tends to bore me, no matter what the device is or the item is, be it a vehicle. Vehicles are, I'm bad about this too. But I have kind of reached a less bored point so far. The updates kind of help with that, but not a whole lot, especially not the 12L update. I mean, there's nothing that's like, oh, yeah. It's just like, okay, that's nice. That's nice. So at least it keeps things a little fresh. And maybe that helps a little bit because many of the updates are noticeable in some manner. But how much longer will I be able to use this device without the boredom really strongly setting in? Because we could be a year away still from the next generation of these devices. And yeah, I'll jump on it because that's what I do. Do I really want or need what it's going to have? Well, we don't know what it's going to have, so I don't know. if I'm going to want or need. And I'm going to do a video on what I want and need. I've done several videos. I just hadn't been happy with any of them. But back to this tech excitement. So, as all devices, when you just forget about this, because most people aren't into this, I accept that. Let's just get back to the market, back to the plain market. You flash a phone up like this or upside down, so that you can't see this part of it. You almost can't tell if it's an iPhone or a Samsung, especially if it was flashed at you very quickly. Most people wouldn't be able to tell. So, can lump everybody into this category that uses some mode or brand of a slab. What excites us? What is exciting about the next generation? Well, when you look at what Samsung and Apple is doing, it's going to be better camera technology, maybe better refresh of the screens, maybe better screen, maybe better processor, more memory, those kinds of things. There's nothing there that grabs you and says, yeah, it's just like, yeah, I need more RAM because I'm doing more things, or yeah, I need more storage because I'm putting more things on my device. Not really a huge excitement thing. If tech doesn't have innovation, then you get bored with it. Most of us do. People like me do, I want to say. Maybe most people don't get bored with it. My wife doesn't get bored with it, but I do. I need to see innovations, new features brought in that I can use. Makes things neat, and thus the innovations of dual screen devices and folding devices, that's different. It adds a new aspect to the use of the devices, which keeps you interesting and it can be exciting. But even that will bore us very quickly as we just roll along and it becomes more common to us and we're not seeing new things added in. What bores you or what excites you about technology today? Can you get excited? Are you a flab phone user? And does the Samsung S23 Ultra or Google Pixel 7 Pro, do those things excite you, or are they just like, yeah, I'd like to have them because I've got a better camera, I've got more memory, more necessity things versus, yeah, wow. We just don't have a wow fact anymore. If you enjoyed the video, found it entertaining, because that's about all this was, or maybe slightly informative, driven enough to maybe comment, like, subscribe, share, all those things. Regardless, thanks for watching to this point in the video, the end. Thank you.